United States versus Japan regarding free speech. With the United States, the First Amendment is known strongly for protecting the freedom of speech and the freedom of the press. It is mostly known for protecting these acts from heavy government censorship, which for the most part means the government can generally not ban or dissuade any speech or any content, even if it is mocking, offensive, or just not to their suited taste. The Supreme Court even states that controversial expressions and even criticizing the government is allowed to be used as free speech under the First Amendment. There is a significant amount of content speeches that the First Amendment does not protect, however. Those examples being sexual content of minors, violence in general, and threats of violence. Tech companies and social media corporations have to tend to severely moderate anything that may appear similar to those non reliable acts on their media platforms. In the past and in recent times of US politics, there has been debate of whether to ban TikTok once again to negate violent free speech on the app. So lawmakers and the Supreme Court tend to balance these issues of national security when dealing with the protections of free speech, which makes it a back and forth decision. Now, with Japan's free speech, according to the 21st law of Japan's constitution, it governs the right of freedom of speech and its expression, but it strictly prohibits any government censorship. So if anything goes oppose the government, it's not allowed. In a sense, Japan doesn't really heavily censor or restrict online content to a government level such as the US, but the use of internet is usually free of use, so anybody can search anything. But Japan does have many laws concerning online threats and insults that penalize certain types of speech more harshly than the ones found in the USA. Article 231 of the Japanese Constitution: insulting someone publicly can lead to a fine or even an arrest. Japan has a history of self censorship, especially when it comes to media content creators or any journalists. They will tend to skim or avoid certain topics that may be going on in the politics of Japan to have a good standing with the public or the audience that they're sharing their content to. It's a lot more stricter over in Japan. Finally, obscene and scandalous content is portrayed way stricter and handled completely how it is than in the United States.